All right. We have started.
Throw it up, throw it up.
We are trying something very brand new this week, and that is now. Not only can you hear us, but if you go to the YouTube page now, you can actually see us.
See us, you can see us.
See, see what
Yeah.
we're out here looking like. And we do. We got to prepare, because one of us is going to be out of state, but we want to keep the show rolling, keep it going. I'm loving this and loving to see the growth and what's happening, and glad that y'all back another week with us, listening to us. I'm told that we are really helping some people goof off at work, so I appreciate that because I know how it is. And you be wanting to get away for a minute, man. Let me throw something on to put something in the background while I'm working. So I'm glad to be there and help you goof off. But fellas, what's up, man? It's a new week. It's a new day. A lot of stuff has, of course, transpired since we last met.
Mhm.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah, man.
Don't all jump in and be like, let me.
Well, we not toasting it up.
We got to toast it up. You're right. You're right. Let's
Toast
do it
it
right.
up.
Especially now we got the visual now.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
Hey,
toast it up?
yeah.
You say I got
one
my
step,
drinks.
one step
You
higher,
really do.
baby.
You're right. Appreciate that. We all fall, but we say don't trip. We all been called, but all stall a bit. We all stand tall until that time we slip. Just admit, without the grace of God, I'm
I'm
really
I'm
really
really
bad.
bad at this.
welcome.
Yeah. Mm.
Now we
Ah.
officially started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's been up, y'all? What's been up?
Mm. What this week have? I'm trying to think. What I do this week? I don't think I did nothing this week.
I should start thinking about
Yeah.
that. I didn't do anything with my life this week at all.
Yeah,
Just
Just
man, just been living the
work and
dream,
shit.
huh?
Yeah. Not me and wife went back to the little spot this weekend, Mr. V's La Mirada.
oh
Um,
yeah,
yeah, took her and her three of her sisters went out there and a couple of work co-workers.
yeah.
We had a ball as always.
What was y'all celebrating? Anything or what?
Just
Just
a
chilling.
Friday night hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah, with some co-workers and all that. Wifey's a dance machine, so she got on the dance floor, did her thing. Man, I don't know, man. My shoulder been acting up though, man. I think I got some, man. 44, 45, and woo, hit your boy like the bricks. Just woke up like my shoulder frozen. It was like, oh, you think you got frozen shoulder? I ain't never even heard of that before. Yeah.
Man said frozen shoulder. What is that?
Ah, man, I have no idea. Oh, one good thing that happened to me though. Your boy Crypto. Yes. Thank you, 47. I'm up. 47. I'm trying to tell you, 47. He that guy already. Ain't even put his hand on the scripture yet. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even walked in. Yeah.
Nah, I was told that happens anyway at the end of election.
You know the haters.
You
You
know
know the
that
haters.
anytime
Hey,
the election is over, there's always a spike.
hey, we need some of that. We need some of that Kendrick music for the haters. That's for the haters. We need that Kendrick for the haters. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
All right, y'all think your boy is already turning things around? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that things get wonderful economically in this country because I don't know. James, what's up with you, man?
Oh man, I'm just out here living the dream. Good to see y'all fellas. Those pretty chocolate ball heads. Hey, listen, I was hanging out with some couples this week. We was just chopping it up, talking through just things couples go through. Just having fun, answering different kind of silly questions and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
what's your spouse's superpower? Stuff like that. So I'm always a fan, a big fan of community, and we got a chance to hang out with a few couples and just laugh and just make fun of each other. It was a ball. We had a ball, man. It was dope. It was dope. They had some crazy questions too. We had some questions like, what would be the soundtrack, not the soundtrack, but like if your relationship was a TV show, what TV show would it be? What would be the theme song? It was cool. Like think about that. What would you say for your I don't know. We was like we couldn't come up with nothing. We was thinking through what would be our theme song?
I don't know.
Somebody.
What
Yeah,
did people say? What did people say about?
they were saying crazy stuff. Like one couple was like, what show was that? Oh yeah, Good Times. Uh, not getting hassled, not getting hustled, keeping your head above water,
Yeah,
making a wave if you can. You know what I mean? They was talking like we just trying to hold on and make it. We just waiting till we get better days.
that got to be an over 40s couple right there, though.
With the good times.
With the good time reference, it's got to be.
Mm-mm.
Like, was it?
Nah, the youngsters were watching the black and white shows. They trying to get caught up. Nah, it was a young couple. They was raised right. That's all.
Fool said they was raised right. Well, I don't know. Well, the whole thing, I think that started this whole video thing. It kind of forced it is me having to be out of town, and me and wifey are closing this week on Tuesday coming up. So excited about that and just chilling and like I don't know, taking this impromptu vacation, kind of like because we've been in the house like for the last 48 hours and we ain't went nowhere. We just resting and sleeping or whatever. And I'm really
Yeah.
low key getting ready because when we leave here, we're gonna move. We're gonna go to her sister's crib where her whole family is getting together for Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna move from this tranquil, quiet space to all these families that have come together under one roof to be wow. So I'm reminding myself to enjoy this part because it's gonna get rowdy for the rest of this time away. So I'll be back like on the 4th or something like that in December. But so yeah, man, just out traveling. About to, or I am gonna get out the house a little bit. Is 'cause I've been under the weather too today. I was feeling a little like headache or whatever. I hate being on them planes and then get off and you feel like you done got somebody else's germs.
Man, that's the worst.
Man, and it's been that way the last 2 times I've traveled. That's exactly what happened. I picked up somebody's bug, and so I've been super juicing, trying to bounce back. That's
I
been
knew.
some of the laying around. You finna say?
I knew you was gonna be trying to juice that out. You got some extra ginger in there. I know you got some kind of
Nah, man,
twigs and
I'm away
sticks to
from
put in
my
there.
toaster, so I go to the store and get suja. I help put that company on the map
Yeah, for
because
sure.
I remember when I couldn't find no juice in the grocery store at all, and they say if you want something to stay in the grocery store, you make a vote by purchasing it, and you
Word.
keep purchasing it, and they gonna keep that stock at least at that store that you're going to. And before I knew it, it was like it had spread around. Suja was everywhere. It come out of San Diego.
You told me that was the closest thing to real juicing that you can get. Like if you
It
can't get
is.
to it,
Yep. If you can't get to it, other than that, boy, everything else, like 90% of that stuff that you see in the grocery store, thing is Kool-Aid. Just
super
straight
sugary.
Kool-Aid. Just
That's what we were using during COVID. We was buying them by the little pack, the
yeah.
little packs. Them joints expensive too. They
Oh,
be
you talking about the shots? Boogie, you
the
talking about the
shots.
little shots, huh?
Yeah,
Yes, I take the
Them-
shots too. And
we
if I
was
was
taking the
thinking, I
shot.
would have got one of those today.
Yeah.
But yes, them shots will help you bounce back.
them-
I sent wifey a IG message today. One of these little health foodie chicks. She was like, the super antibiotic is oregano and olive oil.
I believe that.
You mix oregano and olive oil and let it sit for a few days in the cabinet, and then you strain it.
Yeah.
Hit it with they was like it's a super antibiotic.
I believe that because I'm a firm believer that I really believe God gave us everything we needed to survive,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in all of the stuff that He made. Like, and we just discovered it over time. went tried this works, this, and so people that are really into them homeopathic uh, answers and medicine and things like of that, just using what God gave us, is usually like him, you know. Not that's not to say that conventional medicine don't help, because a lot of that stuff does as well.
I
I'm
thought
just
you was traveling with the juicer, man. You say you was smuggling the juicer
I,
into the
I did, but this time I don't know
in the
why I didn't want to.
suitcase.
I was coming with I was going two places. If I just go in one place and I'm just gonna be there for like a week or whatever, absolutely, I'll bring it with me. But I felt like I was gonna be doing too much moving around. We're gonna come here, then get to the house, leave a few things there, and then hop on a plane and then be in Maryland. I didn't want to be toting that juice around. And then I just got a new one, and it's a little bit bigger than that other one. It's a little bit more pieces to it, so I don't know, but yes, I'm a firm believer in that, because it just, man, it helped your immune system. It helped me, and then when I'm away from it, like I've been, it's like I feel it, like, because when you used to just getting micronutrients at that level, like at least 5 days a week, when you just it's 2 days and you haven't, your body be like, man,
What's
what
good?
like what are you doing?
Yeah.
You should have went over on Manchester and Western and got a chew stick.
They got a what?
A licorice stick.
Hey, for the homie in front of Louisiana chicken, he got chew sticks for days.
Man, I ain't had a 2-6 since the
Yeah.
early 90s.
I think we was chewing them joints. Wasn't that happy?
I was chewing it. You was supposed to
Somebody
get
pushed that on us, dog, and we believed it. Walking around with this,
Y'all was chewing
bark.
oak root. That wasn't no licorice. That was just
that's
some
a
oak,
licorice,
just some
it's
oak root.
licorice root.
Yeah, that was somebody off somebody's tree in their backyard.
Yeah.
Up and
Not no licorice.
That, and I remember back then I got introduced to that, and wheatgrass. That's when I saw wheatgrass for the first time. It was like early 90s.
Hey, you know what we was drinking, dog?
He said, what?
You know what we was drinking?
What?
We was drinking this joint called Noni juice.
Oh yeah, the noni juice, man.
It
That's
tastes like butt, nigga.
It's like pomegranate paste or something.
Man, that is some nasty stuff, man.
It was
What
pure
do though? I want
pomegranate. It was pure pomegranate, I think.
man, pomegranate juice is pomegranate. Why would they be calling it?
Noni juice ain't taste like no. Nah,
Because they added a pyramid scheme to it. That's what was
man,
different. That's all that was different
Hey,
is the
you know
pyramid
that
scheme.
it's a Japanese. I think it's some kind of Asian fruit. They said it's the nastiest. I can't think of the name of it right now. They said it's like the nastiest food,
Yeah.
like fruit on earth.
Jerrold, this is all at a multi-level marketing seminar in the fellowship hall at every church. They was going through churches with the pyramid scheme. That's where he got this juice from.
Hey, I seen it on Bizarre Foods, and they were showing how they make it. They come off the tree and all that. Hey, that joint is nasty, bro. That it's like rotten fruit, and they ferment. Yeah, it's something. The way it's nasty, bro.
Well, you selling it well. I won't be trying that. That's for sure.
It tastes like it'll heal your body. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, it tastes like it worked.
Nah, see, I don't be falling for that. That it got to be nasty for it to work. I can understand it being an acquired taste, but it ain't got to be nasty. Castor oil is making its way back. I never did that, but I remember as a kid.
Where you see that?
Little rise of TikTok, nigga. TikTok University. It's coming back. Castor oil.
Yeah,
all with the TikTok, bro.
Hey, they said pour it on the cotton and stick it in your navel.
For what?
It's supposed to heal. It's supposed to heal you, dog. You know,
what, from everything, from all diseases.
Yeah. They say, put it on a cotton ball, stick it in your navel. I seen that one. I seen the onions in your sock. Put the onions in your sock and put them on your feet. You wake up, the onion's supposed to draw all the sickness out your body, kind of thing.
Yeah,
nigga. Dick Gregory said put what is it? A garlic clove up your butt. That's supposed to draw out. Oh my mama, I was listening. I used to listen to Dominique Dupree early morning, and she always used to have him on there on KGLH. And that boy, he most definitely said that to help pull all the toxins out of your body. I was like, he really got somebody doing that.
Hey, man, hey, look.
There's certain places I draw the line, buddy.
We just not gonna be that healthy. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
boy.
gonna listen to you. I'm like, I'm just gonna have to die of
I'm
whatever.
just gonna have to die.
Hey, garlic in your butt, onions
Yeah.
on your feet, and castor in your navel. You might wake up like you're 25.
You might, but I'm probably never gonna find out, boy. I'm checking out like most of the people
That
here.
don't sound sexy at all. I ain't doing that.
Oh, my man was saying it with a straight face though. Like, really, like, yeah, this is how it go, man. Yeah, I don't you gotta draw the line with the cats. Even the people I listen to, it's like, there's always something I'd be like, I can't get with that.
I love TikTok, dog.
Oh yeah. I told you I've been in the house for the last 48 hours. So guess what I've been doing a lot of, unfortunately, just killing it.
Man, TikTok is an attack on American soil, bro. We should not be on TikTok.
But it's a whole bunch of
It's
Americans.
a terrorist attack.
It's a whole bunch of Americans making money off that.
I know. But
There's so many hustlers on there selling everything. They TikTok shops, I know, is cracking.
Yeah.
They're relentless on selling on that joint.
They got me with them headphones. I got a pair of them headphones that you snap on back on that little circle. I got them. They got me.
You bought something, bro.
I saw 15 of them joints. I said, I got to try them. 15 different ads. I said, I got to try them.
Yeah, they got me a couple weeks ago.
No, go ahead. What you say, Bookie?
I said they got me a couple weeks ago. I bought
what?
2 sweatsuits for me and wifey.
That's right.
Yeah, but mine
was pumping too.
3X. I think mine came in like looked like it was a medium. I should have known when it was $18 for the sweatsuit.
Them joints be looking comfy though. They be looking very comfy.
Wifey's fit good. It was mad comfortable. I put mine on. My joint like stop right here. Like I'm about to tie this jacket around my waist.
You got to do one of them moves.
Hey man, y'all. Hey, the advertising be getting you, man. Y'all hear about them headphones they was giving? They was selling them iPod headphones, the AirPods, and they was putting a picture of the AirPods up. But when you got them in the mail, they was like the size of your arm. They was this big. People was mad.
I didn't see that gimmick.
Oh, it was terrible, man. They was getting people because AirPods cost like $200, so they was getting them like these are only $79. These only $79, but when you get them, they was massive. Bro.
Hey, it's something talking about buying all this stuff. It's on Netflix now. I need to check it out. It's called Buy Now. Y'all probably seen it if you've been on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's about all the stuff that we be like buying and what we end up with it, like how we really low key tearing up our whole environment just from all the stuff that we keep buying.
Hey, why the poster is a landfill just full of stuff?
Because have you ever thought of this, dude? And it's gonna bring change, I think. But have you ever wondered where all this stuff goes when we throw it away?
Mine go to Goodwill. I know where all my stuff goes. It go to Goodwill.
You in for it because you should see what. Not particularly Goodwill, but there are some companies that are like Goodwill that people donate to.
Yeah,
that they just getting rid of stuff, boy. It's showing up on Ghana shores, nigga. That's where it's.
Come on, man. That's not
cool. It's just polluting the earth.
It is because it's like one thing is leading to the next. Like it's because we throwing all this stuff in the ocean, it's affecting the water quality, right? And it's affecting the quality of the water of the fish, as you could imagine, right? And what do we eat? Man, we eat fish. And so what happens is they getting sick from all this stuff that we doing, and we eating they sickness, and it's out of control, bro. It's a lady on there. It's dope because it's a lady that worked for Amazon for 15 years, and she giving up the game of how they grew. She helped grow Amazon from the days when they was only selling books to now they sell everything. We buy everything off of Amazon now.
Yeah.
Talking about how they just refine that system over and over again so it's a good doc to watch. It's an eye opener, but it did make me think like, dang, we are not like concerned about throwing stuff away. Like old phones and old computers, it got all kind of toxic stuff in it, bruh. And this stuff, like one dude, he's like he called himself they called him 007 of garbage or something like that, something like that. And what he would do is he would put trackers in certain devices and things and give them to companies that's supposed to be recycling them or getting rid of them or whatever, and finding out where they was actually ending up, bruh. And I was like, man, we out.
Yeah. When I pass by it, I'm like, Jay gonna be on this one right here. I already know.
I was like,
He's gonna be on this. This is exactly what he's looking for. Yeah. That's good, man. That way we can start making some changes because I don't be thinking about this stuff. Put that stuff right on the corner. It'd be gone, and before the trash people could even get to it.
And we say we throw it away, and they on there like away is like a magical place. Like where is away? Like where you say you throwing it away, but where is it actually going?
Wherever Waste Management take it, dog.
Now waste management, that was a good one. They didn't fall victim of nothing. But what it is just the manufacturers of like clothes. That's what reminded me of it. They just talked about how they manufacture so many clothes now. Like it used to be like a person used to be like back in the 80s, you might have like one like style come out or 2 or 3 different styles come out for the year for like each season. Like somebody would do that. But now when they start doing the numbers, bruh, how they manufacture clothes now, it's like it's
drops. They got drops. Like, we got a new capsule. Let's go.
Let's go.
I don't care what day of the week it is. That last joint is over with.
And they were showing people who was turned out on Amazon, and you should see how many packages some of these people was getting in they like to deliver to their house. They whole front yard would be full of packages.
Where they putting all that stuff? They flipping it?
No, they was just straight purchasing. Like,
oh, so they some hoarders. Yeah, some hoarders. That's what you talking about. They some Amazon hoarders.
Straight up. And it was like one lady, she was like, "This is just from 2 days." So you should have seen all this stuff that was in her front yard. And like you saying, I'm like, where's she finna put all this stuff? She been celebrating Christmas with the whole neighborhood. Like, she got enough packages for everybody. So it's wild. It's wild. It's just another indictment on us, American super consumers. That's all.
Hey, we got a lady in our neighborhood, man. She got every type of Christmas thing up already. She got all of them, all out there at the same time. You know how you might have like 6 different ones for 6 different years? Like this theme gonna be Nightmare Before Christmas, and next year we're gonna do Charlie Brown, and then the year after that we'll do the traditional Jesus, and then the year after that we'll do the traditional Santa Claus with Rudolph. No, she got them all out there together. We call it the yard sale house. It legit looked like a yard sale for the whole season. It looks like a yard sale.
Already sleep because she got all this stuff lit up at night.
Fam, it's lit. It's people talking. You walk by, something started playing a guitar. She got Nightmare Before Christmas in one corner, Charlie Brown in the other corner, and
we got this giant Santa out there with the guitar.
These are for different houses or different years. She could put it like this. She could furnish every lawn on her block if she wanted to, because she got all these different things. She do it for Halloween. For Halloween, she put all the Halloween stuff out. She got a graveyard over here. She got the other people over here. She got everything.
That's too much work, man. I can't.
Whoever they are, they love it.
Much work.
They love it. Y'all don't have nobody in your neighborhood that go hard for Christmas? Y'all don't have nobody in your neighborhood that go super hard
across the street that does, but it's not super over the top, but it's a lot in my standards. But it's decent because it's like the lights are coordinated. You know, they got reindeer on top of the house. You know, and they lit up, and then they got a couple of inflated, snowmen or whatever.
Right.
That I be laughing.
That sound like it makes sense. My question is it up now? Because it ain't Thanksgiving yet. Is it already up? You feel me? They already up and at it. Like, let's go.
Some people, man, they love decorating for Christmas, man, and they do not wait for Thanksgiving no more. I don't
They
know
don't
what
even
happened.
care. They go straight from Halloween to Christmas. That's it.
Well, did y'all see your boy? Now, don't nobody laugh when I say this, but the internet had some jokes on live. You better not, because now we on camera. People can see. Where go get your laugh out now.
I don't know what we laughing about yet, but
Hey,
I
as
come
soon as you
It ain't
say
on,
no
that,
laughing
man.
matter. But somebody,
you
I'm
say
thinking of
that,
a quote
you already
somebody
know I'm
said
gonna
about
laugh,
it.
bro.
But nah, your boy TD Jakes,
Oh,
man.
Jakes.
Jakes passed that on stage. Now that ain't funny. That ain't nothing to laugh about. That ain't what I'm
No,
laughing about.
man.
But some dude on TikTok was like, "That boy know the feds coming." I was done, and then he even said he was like, "Nah, but for real, we gotta pray for him." You know, like he hurried up and backtracked it. He
Why
said,
are we so twisted like this, man? Like we
"The
think it's a
internet."
play. Everything a play? Because that is a smart play. Let's start there. Let's
All right,
start there, Jay. I'm with you.
okay.
That's a smart play. If you
Very
about to get caught up, because I know what's his name had a heart attack too. What's his name? Suge Knight. Didn't he fall out somewhere when he was on trial?
Vaguely, I remember that. You're
Man,
right.
Suge Knight fell out too. Like, okay, have mercy on me, old judge. I'm a feeble old man now. He grew out his beard. He grew out his beard real great.
Oh, who was doing that? What you call it did that too. Didn't Epstein start carrying a cane or something? Who did that?
Your boy Harvey, he on a walker now.
Yeah, he
Weinstein?
did that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get the same sentence if you come in on a walker.
Yeah,
you're not getting the same sentence. I don't care.
He tried it. And your boy Cosby was looking a little bit up there too. When it came his court date, he started looking, a little
hunched
bit older.
over.
Like
he was hunched over a little bit. Yeah, the hunchback.
Yeah, exactly. And people are walking with him, and it's like, wasn't nobody walking with you a minute ago when you was doing your last stand up? Like, hold up.
Man, a lot of people follow Jakes, man. They were so mad. You know who they was mad at was Fred Hammond.
Why?
They was hot because he posted it early. He posted the whole thing. Like, why you got my man on here having a stroke live on your feed, bro? We don't need him to have a stroke on the feed.
First
Amanda Seals and everybody came.
You don't know if he had a stroke.
What if it is though? What if that's
somebody said it? Somebody said it was scripted.
Yeah, and see,
ooh man, like you can't.
Why we
can't
like
go
this, bro?
that, dog.
Why are we like this?
I don't know.
Like,
the world is crazy like this.
Dog, I hope
we be watching too many shows. That's what it is. Somebody's like, "Oh, this is a good play." Like if you was finna catch a case, just have a stroke on camera, set it up right. So that's everybody last thought gonna be him saying, "I love you."
They said it was too much baby oil in the system. All that. Yeah, they was going. Bro.
Right here.
They got on Fred Hammond, yo. They was on Fred Hammond's head like, you should not be posting this. This is not how we supposed to see this, man. What if he go out like that and everybody got it on their feed?
But it was live on their church feed.
It was live.
It was live.
So a whole bunch of people seen it. Now the question is, why would Fred Hammond, why did he feel the need to reshare it when people had seen it? I mean, I guess that's a legitimate question. Like, why?
Man, it's the internet, world of the internet, bro. You spreading everything that happened.
All he was saying was pray for your boy. He didn't say nothing foul. He was like, pray for your boy. And then they came at him like, hey, man, why you got this up here, bro? This is not cool.
So he played the clip. I'm trying to understand. So
he put the whole clip. He shared. I guess you're just sharing it at this point because somebody posted it first.
Yeah.
Who posted that mug first? The sound man? Who got that mug first?
It was live. And so
he got TV. He on TV.
It's like you're streaming the church service.
Yeah, he's
streaming church service because dude was praying.
Yeah, he was over. The service was over, right?
Yeah, I don't know how.
No, the service is over. He telling everybody service is over.
I mean, the way it ended, absolutely the service was over at that point.
It was for real over. Like we finna go home anyway. We finna go.
And I was wondering why he was sitting down on the stool like that too.
We can't even let a man have a stroke without it being some kind of play. Come on, man.
That boy was he was reading scripture. Well, he was quoting scripture, and then I don't know, he did something with that mic, and his boys knew that wasn't right. Whatever
No,
he
they took a long time.
Yeah, because
This is my beef with the black church. They took a long time. Some people thought he was in the spirit, just feeling the joy
and
of the
that
everybody was
Lord.
praying,
Y'all
and
take too long to come see
that
about
man
me,
no
bro. Why
that
y'all
man
take
took
so
too
long?
he took too long to say amen, and everybody like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And then that mic got
It's
low to
over by
crack.
then, bro. You should have been came and checked on me, bro. Why you
yeah,
just now checking on me?
they
This
didn't
happened
know
at a.
though.
Did y'all see that other clip? I think I sent that other clip where my man fell out in front of the whole church, and they was like, "Oh, have your way, Lord! Oh, have your way! Call 911!
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Ain't
seen
no
that.
have
I seen
your
that.
way."
Yeah,
Somebody called 911. Why do y'all think everything is like the spooky spirit? This is not.
because people be falling out in church, James.
Yeah.
So it's like, when do you know it is a medical emergency? You think about that. People be falling out in church, in some churches, all the time.
I
And
mean,
so
but he didn't. It was like he was just stuck. He didn't like fall out
it's
real
like the
quick.
boy who cried wolf. It's like that. It's like people falling out.
Y'all gonna put that sheet over somebody one too many times, bro. They not gonna be with us no more.
and,
Y'all putting that towel over people. You need to call 911.
then it's like, do we go ahead and just go preach the funeral and just go
This
do?
is terrible. You gonna put the
Oh,
shout towel over somebody's legs, and then somebody gonna come up and drag it over his head. Like, nah, put it. What's wrong with y'all, man?
Nah,
I don't understand y'all.
I don't know, but as a real solid believer, I mean, you got to be like, that's kind of one of the cool places to go out. I mean, if you're gonna go out, you was praising the Lord, and all of a sudden, boom, you in His presence. That's
Am I going out because y'all won't come see about me? Don't like
ah,
somebody check on me, fam. I don't
it'll
want to
be a
go
minute,
before
dude.
it's my turn.
That's the worst place to fall out at. That's just, we
A
just gotta.
black church is
Yep, black
officially the
church.
worst place to fall out in the
That's the worst
whole
place to
planet.
fall out, bro. That's
Ain't
really,
nobody go check on you.
nobody gonna check on you.
They go
Go fall off in the back somewhere. Oh my goodness.
everybody go
Back
start
where nobody
clapping.
see you. Ah,
Man, they be just, oh yeah, have your way, Lord. And
have your
just
way. He, use them, Lord. Use them. That boy is.
somebody gonna pick up the mic. Like on that one clip, dude just picked up the mic. Come on and praise him. Come on and praise him. We good. And just kept going.
That's crazy.
yeah.
They was waiting for this man to fully fall over, dog. That's wow.
I mean, how else you supposed to know? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You supposed to assume something is wrong.
but he didn't slide down off the stool or nothing. He would just sat there on the stool and just like,
That's why they're gonna say it's a setup because he quoted this scripture right too. If you're gonna set it up right, you gotta quote the scripture wrong. You can't say the whole scripture right. He said the whole thing right. Somebody gonna be like, oh, if he really stroking out, how you gonna say the whole thing right?
Yeah, he really did. And
Somebody gonna be like, that's how my pastor said it at the end of service too. How you gonna get it right if he really is?
because it's like
Y'all wow.
they teach you like it's signs to a stroke, like
Fast.
slurred speech. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff.
Fist is fast or something.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but my man just sat on the stool like kind of like he just, you know what I'm saying?
gonna take a little nappy nap. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Like, he
you
just,
know,
and they just like, oh, he getting deep in prayer. That's what they was looking at. He's like, oh,
yeah,
Do
like
not fall out at a black church, yo. That's
you
the
will not,
lesson.
you will not get help
well, just pray that man is, come through.
and be all right. But I
Yeah,
mean,
That's
depending
terrible.
on how y'all think, some folks don't think he's saved. Let's just say he is. Hey man, the worst case scenario, he'd be with the Lord. So it's hard. Yes, us on this side, his family and friends and
For
everybody that
sure.
love him will miss him, will be hurting. But I mean, absent from the body, present
No,
with the
that I'm with you, Jay. That is a dope way to go out. I ain't gonna hold you.
Lord.
That's
I
a dope
mean,
way to go out. I mean, that's real churchy. That's real churchy, but I'm with you.
super churchy
That's
to
super
go out.
churchy. I want to
That's,
go out right after preaching a sermon and just be like, all right, I love y'all and be gone.
man, we didn't heard niggas talk about they want to fall out on stage performing. They want to be on the court playing whatever. I want to die. Tyson just said he wanted to die. He'd die in the ring, even though that nigga could not even walk around uh, 8 rounds in the ring. And speaking of that, because this reminds me of this. This reminded me of the Tyson fight this week. And Bookie, you the one started it with your post about Ice Cube and have me listening to that album. So we had Kendrick's album come out and Ice Cube album come out on the same week, in the same time frame. And these are both well-known Compton artists. And Bookie, when you posted what you posted and was like, I don't know what you said, but you was like, it reminded. Oh yeah, you said it reminded you of that Tyson fight.
Yeah, listening to Ice Cube album was like watching the Tyson Paul fight. you was hoping for the best. You knew that. You know, he's a little old, but you just hoping for a glimpse of the past. Like, nah,
Father Time.
Bruh.
You heard what they said about Father Time and the
undefeated.
internet. Two things.
I was like, Bookie is hating. He gotta be hating. There's gotta be something on this Cube album. Let me go post up. Went out on a little balcony out here and chill. Put my little headphones on. Cube, come with it. I know you got some classic moment. We ain't heard from you. I had seen the little video. I had seen that ego video, and I was like, oh, that's
wait. Say that other part again. We hadn't what? We hadn't heard from that man in a long time. That was red flag number one.
That's true.
That was red flag number one.
We heard from him from I can't say that long, but he was on that Mount Rushmore project.
Mount Westmore. Yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
And who knows anything of that? Who knows a song on that?
I remember one single, big that something big beat jumping or whatever. It's that it was a knock. It was probably the best song on there. But the thing is that I feel like people didn't mature with their music. They tried to just stick with the same formula instead of, being an older version of themselves, which I don't know why people run from that, because your fan base, your core, your people who was rocking with you back then, they didn't got older too. So so to me, it's like it fits. But for you to be like still talking like you in the streets, you still in the club, it's just not a good fit. I'm telling you. And
is that that's the content?
You said what?
That's the content.
Yeah, from that Mount Westmore, yes, and then from this Cube that I listened to, and I listened halfway, and I was like, I'm done. It's because your boy is just, he doesn't really have anything to talk about.
And it was like the joints sound older than his older joints.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
How was that possible?
Vibes.
He could have been dropping songs talking about what he was going through with the NBA and the Big Three. He could have been talking about the stuff when he was trying to put together the Black Plan for us and how people treated him. He could have talked about some real things that he really has done. That's not on this album. It's not. I'm talking like I'm still in the streets, and Cube ain't really ever been 100% in the streets, but at least back then he was around it enough to be able to pin it, and we get it. But now, you papered up. You've been in movies. You've been away. Your son is in movies making money now, and it's a lot of it's been a lot of time. So what's been going on. That's the one thing I could say that Jay-Z did good when he.
I was about to say that too. Jay-Z talks about. He talks about life now.
Yep.
That what is it that 99? What was the name of that project he had? 99 with the
444.
444. Yeah. Now, that joint is hard, bro.
It is, man. Dude
was talking about his life. On there was real. He talked about his life, from his mother being a lesbian and all this kind of stuff.
Grown man stuff.
Yeah, to financial success, the moves he made, the mistakes he made
with Beyonce cheating on his wife.
He addressed that.
Talking about real life, bro.
Yeah. And but still swag, but still with crazy Jay-Z swag. He still got bars, but he's maturing with his music so that you can actually say, okay, I can accept this from somebody this age, because this is what you should really be on. That makes sense. Cube, man. This dude got so much to offer, I think, too. I think he got so much to offer, just like Jay would. But man, I like that.
Yeah.
You don't choose to speak on certain things. I just say I think you should stay in your lane, which is stay in your real life. And I think whatever kind of artist you are, when you do that, it just resonates with people. When you play the character game, you can only do that so long. You know, Ice Cube was a character. You know what
Right.
I mean? And so now I'm older, I'm still gonna play that character. It's like it don't look right. And you don't look like you mean it. You know, and it's like, mm-mm. But what y'all think? If y'all got any listen to that Kendrick album though, did y'all listen to any of that? And what y'all really think?
That joint has some knockers on there. Some
Yeah,
definitely bang. He's hot. I
yeah,
haven't seen an artist this hot for a whole year in a very
yeah.
long time.
Hot
He,
like this, like Grammy noms,
He
won
got
your
he got
battle,
the
Super
top 12
Bowl. Like,
songs on iTunes or something like that.
what you
yeah,
say?
I think he got like the top 12 songs on iTunes or something like
yeah,
that.
he did. I saw that. I
I
saw
don't
that.
remember a run like this since maybe Fetty Wap. That's the Fetty had a gang of stuff happen back to back to back. And before that, like the real one, of course, was 50, right? When 50 first dropped. But
Yeah,
like Fetty, the only
I
thing
think
close to that since 50.
I think the last time we seen this was 50. Last time we seen this.
This level, because he had
Yeah.
enemies, he was destroying his enemies. Like he took
Yeah.
Ja Rule career and
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
short circuited. So it's,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a different kind of movement. And you're right.
Yeah.
He has that, and he can't miss with his core. For me, sonically, I wish it could have been differently, but it's just because it's not my generation's music.
Yeah.
And so it's like sonically, I'm like, I don't know. I wish it could have been, but you see the response, and what's so ill is you see like the wave be so big that people like McDonald's will be doing stuff. Like McDonald's made a post of the one of their sauce packets, and it was just a tweet, but they did a mock up of like one of their sauce packets, and it just said mustard real long on it. You know,
Mm,
uh, and I'm like, dude, everybody is riding this
That's
Kendrick
yeah.
wave
hard.
right now.
That's
Like,
hard.
But I think
Hey,
he did what you said though. Like the first record, the whacked out. I mean,
yeah,
if you're from the city, you understand what he's talking about.
yeah,
Like, I'm from Compton. I live in Compton. So when the situation he's talking about, when the Hispanic gang T Flats
yeah,
whacked out his mural in the city,
yeah,
when it first happened, it just spread through the city like, oh, these dudes then whacked out the
yeah.
Kendrick.
The one
Mural.
at Tams, right? It's the one at Tams?
It's two of them in the city. It's one on Tam, it's one in Tams, and it's one like on the kind of like the east side, kind of like.
Okay.
So they whacked it out, so it kind of spread through the city, like, and they marked it up like T Flats. We did it. So when he spit that, like we all knew what he was talking about. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I hit my cousin up, and I had to explain to him the whole situation of
yeah.
what that meant.
Yeah, it
So
was big news. It was on the news when they did it. When they first whacked it out, it was like, yo,
yeah,
that's what we doing?
yeah, and
Right after
so
the video?
yeah, and so you're like you said, he's spitting like what's really happening. He's not playing a character. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
Yep.
then what I also liked about it is, see, the thing about Kendrick is like you have to really research what he's talking about, his music. You have to research what he's doing and all this.
Yeah.
Even with the title of the album, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't nobody know what it was, but it's a car he's talking about. It's
Mm-hmm.
that good car he's talking about. And in that one year, the year he was born, it was the year that he came out. And it was like the fastest car, the top car. The only thing that was faster was his Ferrari or something like that.
Yeah.
And they only made a limited amount of them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a whole.
It's layers.
Yeah.
It's
I'm here.
layers to it.
It's metaphoric.
Yeah. Hey, so what car is it? Because it looked like it's not an SS that he.
It's a Buick. It's called a GNX, but it's a
Okay.
Buick. Yeah, it was like just fastest car. You know what I'm saying? At that time, besides that Ferrari.
So something rare came out the year he was born. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So, but do y'all hear the backstory about this Cube beef? Like from what I'm hearing, Cube drops at this time every time he drops. because people was asking like, why would you step on Cube like that with something that wasn't even announced? But then I'm hearing that Cube had said some slick stuff like, hey, keep it real. Like, I was Kendrick before Kendrick. Like, don't sleep. I was the spokesman for the West before this dude.
I heard that line, and
Is that what you think?
I felt that was like it was a little telling. It's like, and I guess it's in that ego song. It's in the one that he got the video for.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like you seeing that buzz and you trying to remind people, hey, that's who I used to be. That's how I felt about that line. And it's kind of like, don't do that. Just don't say stuff like that.
Was that in question, Jay? Was anybody ever questioning the legacy of Cube? Cube in my 5. Cube in my top 5 just because of how influential he is.
Well, don't listen to that album. Don't listen to that album. That's all I suggest. If you haven't listened to it, don't listen to it.
No, for real. Who was questioning that Cube is influential in this hip hop game? Nobody. Nobody questions that. Why did you need to come back and say that?
Arguably though, we know it's influential, but people also argue that it was his group that changed hip hop to the negative that we had to ride out for a while. They historically, and you gotta just take it. Historically, when NWA hit the scene, it opened up a lane that wasn't there.
It changed hip hop, dog.
Dominant. It wasn't, and it changed.
They were the originators of gangster rap. It changed hip hop. It changed everything about hip hop.
And what happened is,
that's fair.
Like, everybody in the streets saw what Easy did, and people with that same mentality, the same thing, like, oh man, we just gonna get in the game and we're gonna switch from the streets to being in the studio. But it brought that same mentality, and it took a forefront. And then the owners of all these companies were like, what? And then, enters the conspiracy of, oh, well, we can just dumb down the music now, and now it ain't gonna.
Don't do that though, because that's not what NWA did. And I hate defending NWA in certain levels because they did contribute to a lot of my delinquency. But Jay, they did not dumb down anything. They were the latest iteration of the Black Lives Matter movement way back in the 80s when they were saying stuff like, bro, y'all are beating us up in these back alleys, dropping us off in our enemies' hoods and expecting us to die. Y'all are out here killing us. Nobody wants to talk about this. It was talked about in the 70s, like in the Watts riots and in Detroit. This was the latest iteration of Black Lives Matter. That's what made it kick. It wasn't the dumbing down of it that made it pop. The negativity was, of course, like my favorite draw. I was a young, horrible kid, but they was telling the truth about a lot of stuff that was happening, Jay. They wasn't dumbed down.
It just opened the door for it, though. That's what I'm trying to say. It's okay, because if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't have been no Master P if it wasn't for NWA. Yeah. I don't think
you got to realize. You got to realize, hip hop for us started on the East Coast. New York is where it started.
Right.
So New York, they're living in the projects. They're rapping in the hallways. They're at the park hanging out. They're bebops and throwing house parties and all that. This is what they was rapping about. You know what I'm saying? In the early 80s. They were rapping their life. Then when NWA came out, they were rapping about what was really cracking in LA.
Yeah.
We everybody that was coming out at that time, NWA, what's his name, Toddy T with Batarang and all that. This was LAPD was tearing up the black neighborhood.
Yeah, and it wasn't the first time either. Like this was a continuation of what happened during the Watts riots. This wasn't new.
And it was to the point where even the FBI got involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Like they go around and talk about, blank the police and all this, but it was really happening.
That's not new.
Yeah, but it was for the first time it was being broadcast everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That was important. That was needed.
It wasn't dumbed down. This was our reality. This was the reality of the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Now when corporate took over, they seen how it spread it, and then when you get into hip hop didn't even get dumbed down to 2000s, early 2000s, I would say, because even the 90s era, when you had the Pops, the Bigs, and you know what I'm saying, the Nas's.
Was the golden era.
Yeah,
As
it
you
wasn't dumbed
said.
down yet. In the night
It wasn't.
when they put all these little young boys on dope and lean and all that kind of stuff, that's when it like went
But
down.
I think dumb down may not be the only way to say this, but what Jay was bringing up is a strong point. Like once the money makers start realizing that there could be money made off of this negativity, that we could bring
Yeah,
these Scarface
Start investing in more.
stories to life on wax, not just on the screens, but we could bring these joints to life, just like you'll watch a Scarface movie or one of them James Cagney gangster movies from the black and white days. Once they realized you put that in the music, that's gonna work. Then all the fake copycats came along. They didn't have that same story about how the cops need to be checked. And this is a Black Panther conversation too. The Black Panther started because black people was getting killed in Oakland. And that's why they was walking around with guns and stuff. And the NWA was bringing out something that needed to be said, but they paired it with this negativity that for me was just really infectious because I was just a dark soul.
What they
But
did was
they needed to be talked about.
they realized. See, when NWA dropped, everybody's wearing starter jackets, the Raider jackets, all that.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh yeah, I was a Raider fan for like 5 minutes.
And what happened? What happened? Everything went up. They wearing these Raider starter coats. They wearing these. Boom, boom. Everybody in the hood had one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you could commercialize like, it's money to be made off of this.
Word.
Because they're influential in the neighborhoods. So whatever they wear, whatever they do, whatever. Everybody's going around getting gold chains. Remember, everybody had the gold chains.
Yeah.
Name on the necklace, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What your boy L say? I need a girl bamboo earrings. At least all the girls had bamboo earrings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They knew that whatever these people say, the community was gonna do it. They was mad influential in the neighborhood, so they would say we're gonna make money off of it. Now you have fast food commercials doing raps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you rapping at McDonald's and let's go to McDonald's now. You know what I'm saying?
I think the part I just don't want us to miss is when Cube says that he was Kendrick before Kendrick. He's saying like I was bringing these social issues to the table in the 80s. I wasn't just rapping about parties and girls. I was talking about stuff that was really happening in my neighborhood. I am the first Kendrick. And Kendrick didn't seem to appreciate that. If we follow that rumor, if we following this fan theory, he dropped that album to step on Cube, is what I'm hearing.
Well, he was
nobody
also
care about Cube like that, man. Dude Ben had that album prepared. When he was dissing Drake, that he had a single off of this album playing at the end of that video. The dude already had this queued up.
Yeah,
and
but
he the Super Bowl, so he gonna win some Grammys for the diss stuff, and he gonna have another album out that's gonna be booming by that point. So
I kind of fall in line with James. I think he did it purposely because even in the song he was like, all these old hits. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody congratulate me but Nas, and he made it. He took a
shot at Snoop.
I don't want to say it was a shot.
Yeah, he took a shot at.
It's a shot.
He said something because he said something to Snoop like, because Snoop posted that Drake song, and he was like, I hope it was the edibles that made you do it.
The Drake song with Tupac, AI Dub, whatever that song was, right?
What did Snoop do? Snoop came back on IG after he said that, and he made a post like, I'm handing over the West to Kendrick. Like, I don't know if Snoop ever had the West though. You know what I'm saying? Did you really?
Not like that.
Are you really?
They tried to do that. The Game tried to do that before too. Like he was handing it over to Kendrick. He was crowning it one night.
So it's the same thing.
The writing was on the wall, nigga. You knew your time was up.
Yeah. Snoop also said, "Yeah, you right, nephew. It was the edibles. Like, don't come for me. Like, I don't want no smoke. We all want." Like, Snoop made sure that was we could key off of that. And now let's have that squashed quick. It was the edibles. My fault playing that Drake song. It was the edibles for sure. He got out of that quick. Cube didn't seem to want to get out of it. He's like, I'm him.
Cube had already dropped that out. It was too late because he already dropped that ego. He already said he was Kendrick before Kendrick. But see, I don't think Kendrick would have even came at him if he would have, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're not bringing the little homie on and pushing him up like congratulating him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think,
And
but see,
after
you
the
see what
run
they had
he
with
had,
Drake. Drake put him on the Super Bowl.
yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just like, look at the run he had, Buki. You supposed to celebrate somebody from your city having a run like this. It's not supposed to be, hey, remember me. That's
Yeah.
not when you do that. When somebody having this strong of a run, you supposed to be like, man, come be in my video. You not supposed to be saying, hey, remember, don't forget. Don't forget. It's no Kendrick without Cube. Like, don't do that right now. Let him finish his run.
Yeah, that's just
And you know what he's doing too that is being recognized now? He's putting people on that album from the neighborhood, bro. From
All kinds of hoods too.
hey, he got the essays on there, some essays on there, Lefty and all them. Then he got some people from the West Side, Pyru on there. He got some dudes from LA on there. He putting local talent on a big album project like that. Ain't nobody
Hey,
did that before.
hey, he makes me paranoid, man. I'll be trying to see like the layers of what he's doing. Is he trying to say that nobody did that for him? Like, y'all could have did this for me when I was coming. Y'all knew I was bubbling in the city.
no.
Nobody put me on
I think
nothing.
he just showing them what they should have did. You right
Yeah,
along those lines. He just showing them what they should have did. When you think about that comment that nobody congratulated him about the Super Bowl, but Nas, nigga, that's wild. When you
that's
think
wild.
about how many people is in that industry, how many people can be fake friends or whatever, and nobody congratulated him
He was
on
like, he was like, I guess my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
yeah.
Because Wayne came out in his feelings too about not being on
He
Super Bowl.
sure
And
did.
Kendrick was like, I used to play the Carter. You know what I'm saying? I guess my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
How could hard work let somebody down, bro? Like,
That's
how
Exactly.
could you be not happy for
Not
me
happy
and more
for him.
concerned about yourself
Yep.
than happy for me? How could you do that?
well.
Like,
Some of
what did
that
I do to bring that on?
some of that tension though you got to remember is that at the end of the day in the beginning of things that Lil Wayne is who put he put Drake on, so to diss Drake at the level that he did, he got to feel some kind of way, or at least act like he feels some kind of way because of his relationship with Drake. So that could be some of that's fueling that. And I saw his post. It was something like to the effect of "Don't wake this beast up" or something. "Don't wake this giant up" or whatever. And I'm sorry if he hops in that ring with Kendrick, he finna look just like Tyson just did a couple weeks ago. Don't don't do it. He should know at this
Yeah.
point.
Hey,
Yeah.
how would you feel if you was Drake? Like, this man ain't saying nothing. I've been getting crushed for like a year. You ain't had nothing to say for like a year. And as soon as something come your way,
I
you
think
like,
he
you
did.
posted
I
what?
vaguely remember him saying
Like,
something. He
fam,
he 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 made he made some comment, but it wasn't nothing like jaw dropping. But he wasn't liking. He said something about when Drake came out, and then he also said something about when that Super Bowl announcement came out. So he's But you're right, Buki. I think um, Kendrick put him in his feelings with that line, and it really wasn't a diss. It
Mm.
was just he was trying to tell his life, just tell his story, tell what he's experiencing, and
Yeah.
rub some people the wrong way. But
And
it's
us
just
40-year-olds can appreciate it.
man, it's just like, come on.
this boy
But
is getting down wherever he get mad at. That's what I'm seeing from K Dot.
just
When I feel it, I'm putting it right on wax. It's going on.
Cause like I don't even know none of these dudes, these rappers. These local rappers. I don't.
yeah,
I'm country music man. I listen to country music, '90s R&B all day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I'm gonna check in whenever they drop something. I'm gonna listen to it, and I had to do my research. And the only reason why I knew a couple of these guys because they come on the TikTok feed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why I knew a couple of these guys are.
Hey, do y'all know if anybody was putting Kendrick on when he was doing Section 180, like in the city? That's where I think most of the people caught on to Kendrick was
But
Section
he said J
180.
Rock was the only one that really was putting him on because J Rock was hot before Kendrick.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
It was.
that's why he was like, when I was wrapping up in Nickerson Gardens and
Yeah,
Rock did this and I think he mentioned Schoolboy Q. He said like, and they were local artists, but they were buzzing local artists. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of put him on, but it wasn't like you said. It wasn't none of the mainstream old heads. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Nobody,
Dre. I
nobody did.
remember.
Yeah.
I think Dre had him on the Compton album, like when the
Mm-hmm.
NWA biopic came out. I
Yeah.
think that's when my first real whiff of Kendrick
Well,
came.
well, you saw you
I don't follow.
see he's still cool with Dre, so you saw that with the concert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dre came out, so you right. But I think his biggest supporter was Top Dog. That's who helped Kendrick get on.
question: what do you think about, like, I got to get my church bag. What do you think about the conversation about, like, should we even be tapped into what Kendrick got going as Christians? Should we even know? Should we even celebrate? Should we participate? What do you think about that?
It depends. That's a thing. I think that's one of those uh where your convictions may lie. And it's one of those where I have to respect like both sides. Like if I'm around a believer who's like, man, we shouldn't be listening to that. It's about poison and death and blah blah. And there's so much of that I agree, and I don't believe it should be a part of your regular diet or whatever. Um,
Yeah,
but if it comes out for me and just my background as an artist, as somebody who's made music, who studied it at the time, when I was really doing it heavy. So when people drop these profound projects, like they cause this wave where you can't escape it. I'm almost 50 years old, and and it's hitting my timeline, and people are talking about it, and it's like when it bubbles up like that, usually like I'll give it a listen. But I have to admit, like I can't sit here and think like, oh, I'm making it a part of my regular diet. Like I can listen
yeah.
to that and it not negatively affect me, no matter how
Mm,
old I am. So I get both sides. So if somebody's like, oh, you shouldn't listen to that, it's the devil's music, or blah blah. Like I totally don't argue against that. I
right. You're
respect
not
it,
gonna talk
especially.
somebody off the
Oh
list.
no, I'm never gonna talk anybody out there because it is a lot of stuff. It is crazy in music,
Hmm.
and you watch it because I remember when Tyler dropped his. I sat and listened to it, and there was a bunch of joints off of there I really enjoyed, but there was things on there that I wouldn't promote it in the sense of, oh yeah, this is
Yeah,
be a part of your
Yeah.
regular diet, and this is not gonna affect you. Just this music. It's like nah, music has a uh, a level of influence on a human being. Period. And nobody can deny the influence music has on us, and it
yeah,
it can cause you to think positively and change your mood positively, or it can take you to dark places. So
yeah.
you, you yeah, you just got to be careful on that.
Yeah, for me, it's like kind of like when you listen to, like, Slick Rick, the children's story.
Yeah,
This man is telling you what happens in the hood. These are the things that do happen. Somebody takes the wrong path, they end up in a bad place. That's the kind of story I think hip hop was built to tell. I
yeah,
Yeah.
didn't feel like I felt like I was in a movie. First of all, it's so, you know what I mean? His storytelling is unmatched. So you find yourself following this kid around this crazy story, running from the cops, and then when at the end, when it don't go well, you like, oh, I see, that's the life lesson. I get that. It sounds a lot like some of the scriptures to me, like Proverbs or whatever. Like, go down this path, it ain't gonna end well. That's what I think hip hop was built for. And so I was like, okay, that makes sense. That's the art form at its best.
yeah,
And then you go to some of these other songs where it's just like Wayne Lollipop, for example. That was a top song.
mm,
Wayne Lollipop is all about like stuff that we don't want our kids doing at all. So somebody might say, "Oh, this song is a slap, whatever," and I'm like, that's not something we're gonna be listening to. You know what I mean? I don't
yeah,
care how popular it is. It could be number one if it want to, but we're
yeah,
not on that. That's
yeah,
where I would be like, I need to do the hard work to know this art form itself is not the problem. But when this art form is used incorrectly, like anything else, I'm out. Y'all
yeah,
got that. I'm out.
And for
I'm
me, it's
not
all content. It's all about
right.
content for me. Like I'm a like this Kendrick album, the Ice Cube album. I'm gonna tap in because these are artists I'm familiar with. I'm
yeah.
not tapping into Sexy Red. I'm not tapping into, you know what I'm saying? Like none of the other stuff. Meg Thee Stallion and all that. I'm not tapping into none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, like you said, it's not no daily intake. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah, this
I'm
not
gonna
my
listen to
diet.
I listened to the Kendrick album. I listened to it twice, and
Yeah.
I'm probably done with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what
Right,
you
right,
mean.
I'm
right.
probably
Yeah.
done with it, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
check him out on the Super Bowl. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying and all that,
Yeah.
but it's not. You know, I'm gonna tap into my Chris Stapleton and my, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Do
my
you feel
Babyface
like
and all that.
do
You
you
said
feel
again?
like we need to be tapped into that because we all got kids at that college age or that high school age where it's like, okay, this is what's going on. This is what they're coming after our kids with. I need to at least know what I'm talking about. How do you screen that or how do you deal with that with the kids?
I think for me is I've taken the route where it's like I listen to my kids stuff. Like my daughter when Tyler's album dropped, she was like, "Dad, did you hear Tyler's new album or whatever?" I keep that kind of door open for me and my daughter, and so we can have these discussions. I can be like, "Yeah, I heard that, but I don't really feel that because he talks about this, that, and the third." And God ain't with that. The Bible talks about it, and so I keep that kind of bridge going. And it's the same with movies. Like we could be sitting down and somebody do something crazy in a movie, and we'd be like, "See, why?" Kind of use it as a springboard. But I didn't take the approach because I didn't take the approach of hey, you shouldn't be listening to that, and hey, you need to stop. Hey, what's that? Nah, it's just like if you lived in such a way where you didn't celebrate that kind of stuff, your children pick up on the fact that it's not
Yeah,
cool, whether you have the conversation or
that's
not,
right.
because they taking their cues from you. And
Yeah,
so if they do want to play it now, what she would do sometimes, and this is after like when she got about 16 and 17, she's 18 now. When she was around 15 and 16, what we noticed is that she would be playing like all the radio versions of it,
right.
like all the version. If it did have something crazy in it, that ain't the version that she finna be
Yeah,
playing. And again, this is stuff that she's picking up from us now. As now she's into the college stage, she don't know this, but I'm like, she can listen to whatever she want to listen to, and because I feel like her and me and her mom has done our best in letting her know what clearly is right and wrong or what she shouldn't be indulging in a long time, and she's done pretty good. Now that's one thing I can say about her, that she's done pretty good with that, because she'll put on her playlist or whatever. I always think though, because I was a mischievous kid, I always think that they always got another playlist somewhere
oh
that,
yeah, they do.
that
They
they
do.
we won't get access to.
They
Uh,
do. What's dope about your daughter though is that she got her own mind. Like if I check your daughter's playlist out. Matter of fact, I took them somewhere. We was listening to old Kanye, like you said, all radio versions,
yeah,
old Kanye. But when certain old Kanye songs come on, we're like, no, we not gonna play that one. So they
yeah,
might make a request like, oh, play such and such. I'm like, that's not the one. You know what I mean? I'm driving. I caved in because they were supposed to be doing their Uber thing. They were supposed to be on their own. They was like, oh yeah, we finna Uber to the such and such. I'm like, let me just take y'all. You know what I mean? It was your daughter, my daughter, and a few other whatever. And I
yeah,
was like, I wanted to let them go because they was like, nah, we got our own money. We got our own mind.
yeah,
We finna Uber. I'm like,
yeah,
nah, man, let me take y'all can Uber home, but let me have this one. Let me have this
yeah,
one. Just cause I just, I'm looking out for y'all. So we listening to old Kanye. Everybody talking about how we miss old Kanye. But the songs that we was playing, would be like Stronger, All Fall Down. Songs that you could get something out of.
yeah,
And then when the other type of joints come on, we like, all right, Kanye, you wilding, and I'm just not gonna play those. And they know that. They know, like, yo, I'm open, but we don't celebrate this lifestyle. Nobody want this for y'all. So no, we not finna listen to Kanye celebrate that. And they let me have it. They don't be tripping. They like, okay, old head. They don't be tripping. They just like, whatever. But she got her own playlist. Your daughter's dope with her playlist. She listening to stuff
yeah.
that
She all
she
over the
don't care what y'all think. I love
yep.
that. She
No.
don't care what y'all think.
Mm-mm.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's I mean, it's all content because I'm not entering the tent into Fred Hammond, dog. I'm entering the tent to Marvin or He a baby face. So, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I mean? We a white people. This is what we listening to. You know what I'm saying?
That
So
boy said enter the tent.
Drop a bomb one time for
yeah,
him,
you know
Jay.
what I'm
You need a
saying?
bomb for that. That's
Hey,
it.
that ain't me. Like it's
Nah.
all content, man. It's all content.
Yeah, and it's just as a believer, it's like um gospel music and or church music, whatever you want to call it. It's really for the edification of your soul.
Mm.
It really is, and you can indulge in that every day of the week, bro. You don't have to wait till just Sunday to do it. But I think when you have that mindset and knowing that gospel music is going to edify your soul, you watch the other music that you play uh the other times, or it's kind of like that this is edifying my soul, helping me grow and helping me, reminding me about the things of the Lord, drawing me closer to him. Then you got to admit that there's music that I could listen to that will have the opposite effect.
Yeah.
So once you learn, I think the difference between the two, you can make better choices, because I remember listening to some of the craziest music, but it was usually at a very crazy time. I think back
Yeah.
in my life and hanging with some of the craziest people. So it's like
Yeah.
the soundtrack always matches what's going on. Just like
Yeah.
Bookie is talking now, he like, man, I be into my country music and my '90s R&B because that's the stage of life that he's in right
Mm.
now. It's just this is what I'm on. Now, what be tripping me out is when I see cats our age be knowing all the Glorilla songs. So that be cracking me up because I see that every now and then. Like, bro, you not supposed to know certain songs or whatever. You're not supposed to know that part. I mean, I understand you heard the hook because you've been on Twitter and everybody been dancing to it, so you done heard the hook. I
Yeah.
get that, but these niggas be knowing the lyrics.
Hey,
Rapping it.
Where y'all
that's
hanging out at?
that's your man with the skinny jeans on with the gut hanging over the front of that joint.
And know all them artists and stuff. It's like, dude, you don't know how creepy you look to this to
Mm-mm.
that
Be
generation.
having them colorful shoes on. You still wearing colorful shoes, fam. You over 40. If you ain't got no 3 in the front of your number, your shoes can't be colorful no more. I don't
It
care
be
if
colorful.
you get some dark kicks. Get you some dark sneakers, fam.
Man, for
You
real.
can't wear colorful shoes after 39. That's
You
it.
can't do certain things, man. It's just
Nah.
not gonna look right to a lot of people.
Yeah, niggas don't.
No, man.
They don't want to grow up, dog, and they
That
want to
it be
stay.
that. And
They
that's
want to stay cool and hit like, bruh.
Hey, y'all are cool. Y'all are still up on it. Look at y'all. Y'all look dope, but I don't feel like y'all trying to be with your kids going to the mall.
Not at all.
we can't.
Not at
Like
all.
I dropped your kids off at the mall. I didn't walk through the mall with them. I dropped them
Yeah.
off.
Exactly.
That was it. That was
My,
it. They was
my
gone.
daughter's not having that. She's not having me hang out with her
No,
like
man.
that.
No,
That time is over with. Back in the
that's
days,
not
yeah, we
it.
did Disneyland all day, but now, like,
Mm-mm. All right, Pop. I see you later, right? I call you. I
yep,
call you. That's it.
yeah, buddy. I had a question. Do y'all? It's gonna seem random, and I was thinking about it today though, because they was in the news recently. But how do y'all feel about Candice Owens? Don't run, don't run from the question. Don't-
Candice. So you know, Candice she's too far right for me.
What?
Yeah, Candice is
Yeah.
too far right because Candice she's so far right that she think like certain situations in life really don't exist. Like I'm conservative, but I know racism exists.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Let's not act like this don't exist. Let's not act like there's not people out here who need social programs. Let's not act like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
Like,
level playing field.
yeah, let's not act
Stop
like
that.
yeah.
Stop
And so
that.
Candace on, and this is my thing though, Doug. This is my thing. I was telling I was talking to moms about politics, right?
hmm
I was like, all these black men, black women that always want to tell black people how to live and how they should react to life situations as far as racism and everything. They all married to white men and white women. You know what I'm saying? Even the gay black men on the left got a white husband. Like these dudes on CNN, like
You
you
talking
a
about
gay
Don
black
Lemon?
man and you got a white husband, but you want to tell me about my black lives are high, they're racist, and just if his husband should be feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And even Kendall, your girl Harris, she's married to a white man. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
Candice, she's married to a white man. So
yeah.
it's like, come on, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
She,
saying?
but the
But
girl be making a lot of good points. The reason I brought her up because
Candice makes good points.
she makes some good
But
points.
then she goes way too far right to like, come on.
She tried
Like,
to say affirmative action was racist. Like
yeah.
you're saying that I can't get this job without your help, without your DEI quota. Well, let me help you, sis. That's exactly what was happening for a long time. If you was black and you was qualified, you were being overlooked. So since the field wasn't level, affirmative action was put in place to try to level out some of that playing field and make for opportunities that were being intentionally kept away from people because of their race or gender or whatever. So she's trying to act like, oh, I don't want anybody thinking I need help. Man, if the power class been keeping you out for 50 years, I'll take a little help. Let's level it out a little bit. I'll take that. And she thinks it's racist. I heard her say it. Like she thinks it's racist to give black people some help because of something that happened 50 years ago.
And see, and this is where I fall on that spectrum, right? And I want to say I'm always somewhere in between. I know black people weren't getting opportunities just because they were black. And I've been a victim myself of that. You know what I'm saying? More qualified than the next man.
Yeah.
Easily way more qualified than the next man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've had certificates that was needed for the job that they gave jobs to people that they said, oh, you can get it later. You know what I'm saying? Right after you get the job. I got it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, you know me, I'm always like, all right, you only have it. Well, let's get our own and give it to our own. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta go to a predominantly white college when there's a whole bunch of historical black colleges? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I fall in line.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't, because I've always been that type of person. Oh, you don't want me to be here? Fine, I'll go somewhere where I'm welcome, or I can. Well, let's do our own thing and start our own. You know what I'm saying? I've always fell in that line, but
Well,
I've never been a person say this don't exist.
the reason that I brought her up because she was recently on well, they was kind of getting on her head because she brought to light, which I thought was fair. She brought to light where the money was going as far as the Democratic um, the funds that Kamala was spending.
What'd she say?
And she of course they got to make all this information public, and there's a way that it has to be public. But what she said was she was like, wow, 10 million went to Beyonce. And she was really reading the list of where all of it was. But Beyonce's mama, y'all can look it up, took offense to it and said something to her. And all Candice was trying to say was, look, I wasn't the first one who said that. She named all these other reporters who had said it before her. But now you want to say something because I didn't say it. I didn't say something. Now you want to say something. And I had to rock with her, and she had receipts. She pulled it up. She was like, Joe Rogan said it. This other white dude over here didn't say it. All these, but as soon as this person says it, now you got to have a problem with it. And it's just really, I'm just really talking about how she ended up in debt at the end of that campaign. And now it's the numbers then came out, and now people talking about them, and now you jumping at me. And they tried to get her, like they did. She had the receipts on that too, that they tried to get the post that she posted about it on Facebook. They went straight to Meta, and because she knows somebody there, they pretty much spilled the beans and told them that, yep, that Beyonce's and them people went to them and tried to get her post taken down. And it'd be like, I don't know. I like. I can't say, oh yeah, I agree with everything that lady say because she say some wild stuff. But
Mhm.
the heat that she be getting into is because she just be trying to tell her truth, how she sees her truth. She did a good interview with Nick Cannon recently. I watched because he doing them up and close and personal interviews with all these, you know, um, tastemakers, if you will.
Mhm.
She was on there, and
Listen, Jay. She was trying to say, "Look what they think of you," and this is where I can rock with her, even though she not one of my favorite talking heads. Like, but this is where she was like, "Look how they think about you," and this is so I felt bad. Like we didn't really talk much about the aftermath of this election, but I
yeah,
felt bad because I couldn't vote for Kamala. I really did. I wanted to root. Y'all know I was rooting for the girl, and I wanted to vote for her. But in my final moments, I'm like, I can't do it. And I felt so bad because I'm like, dang. And then she lost, and I found out how she lost, and the blowback from all the stuff that they was doing along that last 2 months. And a
yeah,
lot of people was like, no, I didn't vote for her. I started asking people in my circle, like, well, did
yeah,
you vote for Kamala? They was like, nope, I left that blank. I'm like, dang, me too. Start asking other people, like, did you vote for her? They was like, nope. And then one person was like, no, I voted for Trump. Somebody else was like, yeah, I voted for her. But most of us, I was shocked, left that joint blank. We just voted the rest of the ballot. And then I started thinking, like, dang, look how she lost all the swing states. We wasn't going for that, man. You can't keep putting Beyonce, Meg Thee Stallion, and these people in my face trying to explain to me why something this important is supposed to, like. Why do you think I'm listening to Meg Thee Stallion? Why do you
The,
think
the,
that?
the twerking didn't sway you over, dog?
Oh
no,
yeah, it swayed me over. All right,
it swayed a lot
y'all,
of people
yeah.
not in the direction that they thought it though.
Not what they thought, Jay.
Nope.
Not what they thought. And so Candice is in this instance, I hate to agree with her about anything, but in this instance, it's like you saying, the truth is somewhere in the middle. This is what y'all really think of us. You said it to Charlemagne when you said if you don't vote for Biden, you ain't black. Like you've been showing your hand for a long time. You don't respect us at all. You don't respect us at all. And there's only so much before we start saying like, look, fam, this ain't 1962.
They got a lot of reconstructing to do, and
Man.
that party has a lot of work to do. So
Yeah, she kind of fall in that same cat for me personally. She kind of fall in that same category as Jason Whitlock. Like Jason, like I'm like, dog, what made you say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and a
What
lot of stuff
made you
Jason be
hate
saying
yourself?
be true. A lot of stuff he say be true. But then a lot of stuff be like, bro, you reach for that. Like, let's not act like, you know what I'm saying? This
yeah,
is that. You know, that this don't, and that's my problem is when you get certain black conservatives, they want to act like real life situations don't ain't really happening, bro. Me and James been together when we've been pulled over. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a nice car.
yeah,
We've been there. You know what I'm saying? We've been, you know what I'm saying, not treated equally and fair in certain areas. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
So me, and that's not gonna stop me from being conservative. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Life is life. You got bad people. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
But it's at the same time, it's like I'm still gonna acknowledge social injustices. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that police should not have shot and killed that black woman. You know what I'm saying? Or no, he should not have shot and killed that black man. But at the same time, I don't think we need to defund the police. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's not a solution.
that's not a solution, bro. Because guess what? 40-year-old Boogie, well, even 23-year-old Boogie, once Boogie got married, hello 911, it's a man out here in front of the house. He's in my neighbor's yard and he doesn't live there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm calling. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Somebody's like they're breaking in someone's car. Can you come? You know what
yeah,
I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right,
That's who I am. And at the same time, I got my shotgun in the crib. Cause you
right.
know what I'm saying? Beware, or don't worry about the dog, beware the owner.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
real,
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
that guy. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
It's a trip though because you feel like these people would figure out by now we are thoughtful. I'm just thinking about black people because it's just how we think. Like I'm thinking like we're thoughtful. We are more influenced by real topics, real substance than just the gimmick. Like, who do you think this works on? And whoever you think you're talking to, why do you think they going out to the voting poll? This person seems so irresponsible. I don't even think they're gonna get up and vote. And I think that's what happened. The people you was twerking for didn't even vote.
Yeah.
They stayed at the house. You should have never been talking to them. You had homeowners, college graduates, business owners that you could have been talking to, and you chose to talk to some 20-year-old person who says that they want to be green. They not changing for you. They not doing. Come on, man. My whole idea of Candice Owens is like, with the Whitlock thing, is like, who taught you that you could get money off hating yourself? That's what I don't like about them too. Like, it's their brand. Their brand is to hate Black culture.
Nah, but
and I don't like the Christian aspect that they bring to
I
it
think
either.
they get played like that though too. That they get played. I think they get sound bites, and people twist up things that they say. That's a part of the game that they in. But if you sit down and you hear like I was saying, that Nick Cannon interview, you hear her in long form, there is a lot that she's just intelligent, and some people just don't go with the flow. Like, there's a flow of this world. There's that scripture that talks about don't be conformed, don't be pushed into this mold, and there's a mold that's going on all the time. And then there's these people who, for whatever reason, don't fit into it and don't talk into it like completely. And I'm not saying, like, I agree with everything that she's saying and she's some saint, but I'm saying that it's more to that girl, and you gotta, check her out, because like Buki said, he like, well, she married to a white man, and so they always be wanting to talk about, Black people in such a way. But she, and in that Nick Cannon interview, she gave her history. She talked about how her grandfather was like one of the big influences into how she thinks and how she operates. And I think it's a lot to it. It's more to it. There were more people who sounded like her at a certain time in the country. There were more Black people who thought in certain ways that she does. That's kind of like, it's been gone for so long, because what it is it's a more of a, not I hate my culture, but it's more of you should have more dignity for yourself.
But
Period.
even on the flip side, it's this lady, I believe her name is Jasmine Crockett.
Okay.
Congresswoman from Texas, Democrat. She's the one that's always going viral. Just, I don't like using terminology like being ghetto, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's her in Congress, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Loud, snapping her fingers, rolling her eyes, and you know what I'm saying? Just like putting on display the stereotypical hood.
Yeah, I hear you.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to display that to show that you're a real one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And that's how I feel. So it's like two opposite spectrums. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just far, like, yeah, I'm gonna show you who I am, and you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna talk to no Black woman like this, and you know what I mean?
Who does that play to, bro? You talking to somebody don't even have an ID to make it to the ballot. They don't even have no ID. They not gonna be able to vote. Why are you pandering to them with that?
Because
they're not gonna vote.
There's a group of people who just like, they want to pander to that group. Not so much that it's like a big group or an influential group. It's just like, that's who they are, and that's who they want to connect with, and they want to show that, because really at the end of the day, especially adults, people just doing what they know. So that lady is as hood as she probably is in politics. It's all she know in that sense. She's made it that far, but you are who you are, player.
Man, Kamala picked that lane, and they was blazing blunts while she was getting crushed on Tuesday night. They was at the house blowing big weed, and she was over there getting crushed.
Not voting for her.
They did not go to the ballot or nothing. They didn't go vote for nothing.
I just don't like, if I'm in a room, dog, and this is how I see it. Even if I decide to run for office, I'm Buki in the office, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm. You know, we had
you are who you are.
Yeah, we had that conversation about like putting on for certain situations. You know what I'm saying? I know how to be professional. You know what I'm saying? but I also know how not to lose myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can stand on business, as they say, of who I am and what I believe in a professional setting
Yeah.
without me being hood or without me being, how they say, whitewashed or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm Buki, dog. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
could be Lamar, but still have the Buki personality inside a professional
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
And that's what I respect about, you know what I'm saying, certain people. But these two women I'm talking about, it's like, bro, that's like, if you want to be like that amongst your family and friends, that's cool. But see, when these people get on these podcasts and national television on, you're representing black folks. This is how the world is seeing everybody. You know what I'm saying? And this is my problem with black entertainment. They think that when you look at it, oh, all these women, black women, are Sexy Red and Megan Stein, because this is what they all putting out. So when other cultures look at us, this is what they're seeing. When they're looking at all these like these black films, everybody slinging dope, gang banging, killing this and that. That's why they clutch their purse when they see us, because this is what's being put out. We all see people, and we have media has put these, you know what I'm saying, these stereotypical ways in our mind when we see people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we see some Venezuelans walking by, we like, oh man, he might, let me see, I hope this ain't got no machete. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what is being programmed in our mind.
He said he hoped they don't have a machete, Jay. You gonna let
No,
him do
I heard.
that? You gonna let him do it?
Yeah.
He
When you
picked
see
This
a
is the
Haitian walking down the
worst.
street, what first you gonna say? Yeah, that nigga eat cats. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, nobody did that. Nobody's ever done that. Why are you saying that, Mookie?
that's what we thinking now. Like,
Nobody thinks
when
that.
you see it, you be like, I want that nigga eat cats.
I was.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's be honest, dog.
Well,
These things come up in your mind.
Bookie got a good hour before he go off the rails, Jay. That's what we got to keep track of. We got to keep track. He got a good
Jay,
hour.
am I lying, dog?
Yes, you're lying. You're wrong.
Jay,
And
am I
nobody
lying?
thinks these
So if
things.
you see,
Nobody
if you,
can't.
if you,
Nobody
if you
knows
see
who's
two Asians,
Venezuelan. That's first. I can't tell a Venezuelan just walking down the street.
so you walk up.
I'm not. I don't know
Let me
that.
ask you this. So let me ask you this. You walk up in 7-Eleven, you be like, you see these dudes with the Venezuelans, flags and shirts on. You're not gonna say, man, I wonder if they one of the ones that came over with them folks.
A
That's not gonna cross your
Venezuelan
mind?
flag on. This is happening in real life. There's somebody walking around with a Venezuelan flag on a
Bro,
random day, not on an Independence Day, not for the soccer match.
you
Just
never seen the flags hanging from the rear view mirror in the car?
after the soccer match, yeah,
Nah,
the
bro.
World Cup, yeah, that's when that
Everybody,
happens.
it's a bunch of people from different, you know what? That's how I spot people from different cultures a lot of times, because they have the little flag joint hanging from their mirror.
Dude,
You
Yeah,
got
no,
the
and
Asian
then
joints, the
and then you go to
Guatemalan.
machete from the flag. You go straight to machete.
Hey, if you was in Detroit, you would. If you was in Chicago, you would.
man.
Let your apartment,
All right.
let your apartment complex get taken over. You gonna be thinking the same thing when you see him walking down the street.
Okay,
You can make your
those
life right now.
people can think a certain
That's
way.
what I'm saying.
They in a war zone.
Yeah.
Okay, those people can think like that. They got a unique
But
thing going on.
I'm speaking on people in general, dog. This is what I'm saying. When not just me and you, when we see these people, I'm saying when people see these different things, these different people, these things come in your mind because it's being programmed by social media, by the media, period. These things are being programmed in people's mind.
This dude right here.
So you can't tell me, you can sit there and watch all these twerking chicks all day. If you Asian and that's all you see, and when you see a black person, that ain't gonna come to your mind like, oh, this is what they do, this is their culture.
That is.
I don't know, man. This the people's champ, Jay. This the people's champ.
I'm telling you, this is
I'm
what
gonna
people
let you
think.
have it.
People think that this is our culture. This is not black, dog. What you see on the rap videos is not black culture, dog.
It's not. It's not. But I get what you're saying and the effect that it has on the earth and internationally how people view black people. But yeah, and the only way to slow that down is to like
Have a real friend from one of them cultures. That would help.
no, that's
Have a friend.
that's a real help. But
Yeah.
if you notice, like it doesn't, and I don't know the ultimate reason, but it was just like I was watching that a little bit of that rap contest that's on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
That joint,
Rhythm
and
and
well,
flow. Rhythm and
rhythm
flow.
and flow. And the thing is that we keep there's a system in place that when it comes to hip hop, that it feels like, well, in order to get the talent, and I've cracked this joke and said that we don't go to HBCUs to find rap talent. We go to like some of the worst parts of the country to find rap talent, to
Yeah.
watch these people, blow up and become superstars. Now the thing is the onlooking world says, well, this is who we celebrate and this is who we put on. So this is who we must, think we are as a people. And it's like Boogie was saying, then you got people looking at us all like, oh man, y'all criminals, especially if you're young. They're like, oh, this dude must be in crime because their culture celebrates people who come from impoverished areas that's been in criminal activity, but now they are artists now, and they seem to, celebrate that. And you gotta I don't know because there's not an easy answer to it, but there is some responsibility on us who like this music and promote these people. And some of it is it's real tricky because some of these places they coming from is the same places we came from. So we kind of understand that, like, oh, I understand that. Oh, he got on. But what happens is, like I said, it's a part of a system, and a
Mm-hmm.
system is like it's not going and grabbing rappers from anywhere. It's going to these impoverished areas in our nation and picking, talent to groom.
Hey,
So it's
did
a
you
tricky situation.
did you see the episode where they had your man's with the tassels on and he was celebrating his 4.0?
Nah,
You didn't see that?
I
They
watched a little bit. I didn't get deep into it. I watched the
Yeah,
beginning.
check it. It's right after whatever you watched, not too far from after you watched. It's still during the tryouts. They had a cat come up there with some tassels on that you get at your graduations, and he was celebrating that he had kept a 4.0 all the way through high school and all the way through college and graduated with that perfect 4.0. By the time he finished rapping, what you think they said to him?
He wasn't the one.
Yeah, they said take them tassels off. By the time that conversation was over, they was like, we don't need to see that. We know you smart. We get it. Take them tassels off. They was not trying to see him celebrate that way. They was
So
like, you clever, you smart. We get it. We don't need to see the tassels, fam. We don't need to see that. I just want to see how y'all felt. I felt a little bit like, man, this is
I
interesting.
I made it as far as when it was one girl they introduced and she was like, she's super hood with the super hood boyfriend and was like, oh, she finna try to do it, and it that immediately turned me off. It reminded me of that system, what it does, and they want you to fall in love with seeing somebody that comes from that background come up, and everybody loves that story. Everybody is infatuated with somebody coming from the bottom, and now they at top, or they're in a different financial situation now as a result of their talent. And it's just
Mm.
a reminder, it's just how my culture gets used.
Yeah, you get two Rhapsody songs. We're gonna let you do them two songs about the struggle and about wanting to do better, and then you better get to shaking that tail in a minute. That's all
Yeah,
you get. You get two Rhapsody songs, or you get to be
that's
Rhapsody
why everybody
forever.
knows more Glorilla songs than they know Rhapsody songs.
And Rhapsody probably the dopest female rapper of all time. But
Yeah,
it don't
but we don't,
translate. She
but we
ain't
don't
shaking
know
her
it.
tail. She ain't shaking her tail, so it ain't going. You get two of them joints. You get them two songs off your chest about grandmama and them, all that. Get them off your chest and then get to shaking.
That's why. Well, I want to end with this topic right here. And this one is, we got to figure out how to get my wife to stop listening to this podcast.
Oh snap!
we gotta figure out how to get her to stop listening, because now she's been listening tough. Now.
Wait, you talking about ours?
Yes,
Or another one?
Mine specifically. She's been locked in, and we got to one episode. We was talking about old high school, not girlfriends, but it was some subject where we was talking about how we kind of messed up friendships. Like we was like cool with some girls back in the day, whatever. Boy, my life was so wonderful when my wife was not listening to this podcast. I can say anything and talk about whatever, as long as I knew. I was like, oh, she ain't really checking in.
Yeah.
Girl, for some reason, she been checking in and she been listening to this episode.
Oh yeah.
After episode.
That was the Holy Ghost. That wasn't God. That was the Holy Ghost told her to do that. Spooky.
Yeah, she just started listening doing work hours now. So now I'm just, boy, and, I forgot all kind of stuff. We say all kind of stuff on these.
All kind of crazy stuff.
All kind of stuff.
That? Like,
exactly. And I'm like, when I say that, like, she owned it. So I got to figure out how to get her to like somebody else's podcast. I got to put her on Joe Budden's podcast. I got it.
Hey, Melissa Ford.
Yeah.
Hot and Bothered. Get her on that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She tried to name it something like menopause, and they slayed her. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and change this name real quick." I'm talking about it like 48 hours. The name of the podcast was changed. It was like menopause for like 2 days, and then all of a sudden it was like, "No, let's call this Hot and Bothered."
You told the video vixen chick.
Yeah. She be on his podcast.
She tried to drop a pod with a terrible name, bro. They crushed her. That joint was gone and down in 2 days. She had changed the name, pulled everything down. Never mind.
Never.
Get her on Hot and Bothered.
Never mind.
Well,
fellas,
my mom was. Hey, can I tell you this?
Nah, go ahead.
My mom was tickled that you dropped Anna off in the park with a crackhead.
See what I'm saying? See?
Well, mom said, I can hear Anna's voice through the podcast.
Yeah, see, we be forgetting all this little things we be talking about, man. I'm telling you.
You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up, dog.
Oh my God. Yeah.
This was supposed to be.
They be reminding me what we be saying, and I just be dying like I ain't never heard it before.
For real.
Somebody brought up that plant, and somebody brought up that plant you brought to DD, that 6-foot plant you thought was the best gift ever.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm going to put together some crazy moments, like Jay bought that barbecue grill for Mother's Day. I'm gonna put together some of them moments for
us. That was from the heart, buddy.
It was for Mother's Day, bro. What are you doing?
Buy a grill for Mother's Day.
Yeah, no, I earned.
So she can have grill food.
Bookie, tell Miss Tony I earned every bit of that L, boy. I couldn't say nothing, man. But these moments be crazy, and I love reliving them with y'all, man. It's whatever.
For real. I'm just tripping. She can keep listening, but boy, it just had to say that because, she brought stuff up. I was like, man, I didn't even remember what I said. She just brought up the subject, and I was like, oh, God, what did I say?
Man, you set the bar so low, bro. You had a binge month on mushrooms. Ain't nothing worse. What are you talking about? It ain't gonna matter what else you say. You spent a month on mushrooms in Michigan. Nobody cares about anything after that. Nobody can do anything with you after that, bro. You have won. You see the name of that podcast? You know what you're getting into.
That is.
You know what you're getting into. My man spent a month on mushrooms in Michigan, Bookie. What you finna say?
Yeah, right.
What are you supposed to feel bad about after that?
No, man. Well,
I love you forever for that, Jay. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, mom.
Forever.
Hey, mom sent me tonight. I was talking to her on the way here. She was like, "Man, that man said like that flying in his sleep." What be going on when he said he be flying in his sleep?
Man, I think it's the flyest thing ever.
But on command though, he do it like whenever he be like,
man.
oh yeah, I'm asleep. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Let's
it's
hit the
on.
let's on. Like, I
Oh.
can't control my dreams like that, bro. I don't know what he got going.
That man got
Bruh,
special
I'm telling
powers,
you.
dog.
He didn't got off that ayahuasca and unlocked something else in his brain. I can't control my dreams. This man is flying whenever he wants.
It's a whole, for the record, it's a whole bunch of people out
Look,
there.
don't let Elon find out you got those capabilities.
He gonna put that Neuralink on you.
He gonna talk me into that Neuralink. That boy gonna give me a couple of free Teslas.
That man could be part of that special study. Like, where's Jay at? Yeah, he part of that special study.
Yeah, that's all right. What I
I'm saying I'm
predict them stock prices though. Y'all gonna be happy.
Yes, sir.
Hey. I just think for real, on the real though, I think people appreciate the transparency. Like, we telling on ourselves. This is what people are already doing in their garages over a drink, over the domino table. They telling on themselves. I just like the fact that y'all are willing to do it, man.
I appreciate
just
the
do
long
it.
life God has given me so far.
Can I say something?
Then I can talk about this stuff.
Can I say something real fast? Now that we say this, something dawned on me that I said earlier in the podcast, bro. When I was talking about that noni juice, I meant to say it smelled like butt, not taste like butt. I ain't never tasted butt. I meant to say it smelled like butt.
I let that go. I let that go.
I meant to say, because I was about to say it tastes like that smooth Japan, but then I was like, hold on, let me clarify.
It tastes like it. Like you knew what it tastes like, and I wasn't going to even disturb that. I was like,
let me clarify.
Yeah, I obviously know what he's talking about.
Yeah. So when I hold this up, that means it's time for the toast. Get on out of here. I'm not doing this with y'all. Get on out of here.
This is water.
Hold it up.
This is water.
Hold it up.
Hold it. When I do this, it's time to get out of here. Because this man right here, I love this dude.
Well, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. We will be working more, hopefully, with video and bringing to life what we look like and not just what we sound like anymore. So, again, if you made it this far, most definitely appreciate it. And yes, you can go to our YouTube page, and we'll have that link again in the description this week as well. So you can just click over there real quick if you'd rather see us than hear us. But hopefully it sounds decent enough for you. Apologize also for the last couple of weeks. I know we had a couple technical difficulties with some of the audio and some of the parts were skipping, but y'all still rocking with us, so I appreciate it. And yes, we can end with our toast. And it goes as such. We all fall, but we say don't trip. We all been called, but all stall a bit. We all stand tall until that time we slip. Just admit, without the grace of God,
I'm really
bad at this.
All right, y'all.
For sure.